Hello and welcome to a new lesson, Past Continuous Tense. In this lesson, we will talk about structure of past continuous tense, examples, and usage. Lecture 27, Rule 2. Let's discuss about this topic. A structure of past continuous tense in the affirmative or positive form of sentence. If we have the subjects like you, we, they, and plural noun, we use were, and then we have the first form of the verb with ing, and then we add objects or other words. This is the structure. Now let's see the examples. You were reading a book. We were watching TV. They were playing tennis. Boys were making a noise. Students were doing homework. We continue to the next structure of past continuous tense in the negative form of sentence. If we have the subjects like you, we, they, and plural noun, we use were not, and the short form is weren't, and then we add the first form of the verb with ing, and then we have objects or other words. Let's see the examples in the negative form. You weren't helping the poor. You weren't playing games. They weren't performing well. Girls weren't riding bicycle. Students weren't doing homework. We continue to the next structure of past continuous tense in the question or interrogative form of sentence. In this case, the helping verb were with capital letter comes first before the subjects, and then we add the subjects like you, of course with a small letter, we, they, and plural noun. Then we add verb first form with ing, and then we have objects or other words. Let's see the examples of interrogative sentence. Were you teaching English? Were we watering plants? Were they playing games? Were students reading in the library? Were farmers watering the plants? We now move on to the next past continuous tense in the interrogative form of sentence, but with question words like why, when, how, where, what, who. In this case, the question words would come first and then helping verbs. Let's see the examples. Why were you talking to him? What were we doing yesterday? When were they going to perform? Where were boys going by a car? And why were farmers watering the plants? Now we move on to the usage of past continuous tense. And the first point is an action which was going on in the past, which continued in the past, which progressed in the past. That is why sometimes we also call it past progressive tense. Let's see the examples. You were playing games. We were cooking food. They were playing football. Girls were dancing well. Boys were playing tennis. So what we notice in all these sentences that action was going on in the past, progressing in the past, was continuing in the past, and therefore we call it past continuous. Any action that kept happening, that kept continuing in the past is known as past continuous tense. Hope you understand the concept. Thank you and goodbye.